The Seed That Waited. Full bedtime story. The night was quiet, wrapped in the soft whispers of the wind. The moon, half full, cast a gentle silver light over a small garden at the edge of the village. There, an old farmer walked slowly, carrying a rusty lantern. His face was calm, the kind of calm that only comes to those who have learned the meaning of waiting. He stopped beside a patch of soil where he had planted a handful of seeds weeks ago. He looked down and said softly, "Greater than. Everything blooms in its time, even life." Beneath the soil, in the deep, cool darkness, there was one tiny seed that had not yet sprouted. It could hear the rain above, feel the rhythm of the passing days. Warmth, then cold, then warmth again, and it wondered, why haven't I grown yet? Why do others reach the light while I'm still buried here? It didn't know that inside its shell, life was quietly preparing itself. Lesson 1. Not everyone who starts before you will finish before you. The other seeds nearby had already pushed through the ground. They could see the sunlight, dance in the wind, and laugh as they reached higher every day. The little seed could hear them, and though it felt happy for them, it also felt a little left behind. But what it didn't know was that some of those early plants would soon break under the first strong wind. And that's how life works too. We often compare ourselves to others, to their speed, their success, their timing, forgetting that quick growth doesn't always mean strong roots. Some people bloom too soon and fade before the season is even over. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. The seed stayed still. It began to doubt itself, until one quiet night it heard a soft whisper inside. "You are not stuck. You are growing." That whisper felt like the voice of the earth itself, and for the first time, the seed understood. There's a difference between silence and stillness, between waiting and becoming. Lesson 2. Sometimes you need to be buried to bloom. The seed was not dead in the dark. It was changing from within. Its hard shell was softening, and its heart was preparing for life. Humans are the same. When we feel lost or trapped, it might not mean that life has stopped. It might mean that something deep inside us is shifting quietly. Maybe you've felt it too. The frustration of working hard and not seeing progress, but just like the seed, you might be transforming in silence, preparing for something beautiful that isn't ready to show yet. Then one morning, after the first rump of spring, something small, but powerful, happened. The seed moved. It cracked open, and a tiny green sprout reached upward, touching the surface for the first time. No one noticed, but for that little seed, it was the beginning of everything. For the first time, it felt the sunlight on its skin. Lesson 3. When it's time, nothing can stop you. All it needed was the right time, a time no one else could predict or control. People often rush the process. They want success now, peace now, happiness now. But nature doesn't work that way. It moves with wisdom, not speed. How many times have you wanted something so badly and life made you wait? Maybe it wasn't punishment. Maybe it was protection, because you weren't ready yet to carry what you were asking for. Lesson 4. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. When the seed finally stood tall enough to see the garden, it noticed that many plants were already big, some even flowering. But this time it didn't feel sad. It looked at itself and whispered, "Greater than I came late, but I came when I was ready." And that's the secret. The real race is not between you and others, it's between who you are and who you can become. Time doesn't define your worth, Patience does. Growth does. Years passed, and the little seed became a great tree. Its branches stretched wide, offering shade to the same plants that had grown before it. One summer evening, the old farmer returned. He sat beneath the tree and smiled softly, saying, "You took your time, but you became the most beautiful of them all." Final lesson: trust the timing of your life. In every journey, there are moments when we feel stuck, unseen, or forgotten, but life is always moving, even when we can't feel it. The soil is working beneath us, and the universe is preparing the right season for our bloom. So if you ever feel behind, remember the little seed. It wasn't late. It was simply waiting for the right moment to rise. Would you like me to write a soft closing narration paragraph, like the last 1 minute of the video, with a calming tone to help the listener fall asleep peacefully?